Hello students. In this lecture, we are going to study properties of number 1, y equals to a sine bx plus c, and another one is y is equal to a cos bx plus c. Clear? Before I start about it, I want to remind you two things. Okay, one more thing here is b is greater than 0, b is greater than 0. b cannot be negative. Okay, if b is negative, so the another values are changing. No problem, b is positive, remember. So one thing I want to tell you about the sine and cosine, what is the period of sine and cosine. The period of sine and cosine is, okay, let us write here. Period of both is 2 pi and the range is -1 to 1. These two things you need to remember about sine and cosine every time. These are the important things. But I want to tell you, period of sine and cosine and range is not always 2 pi and -1 to 1. It's changing. Clear? So here is three things that we are going to discuss. What is the thing number 1? The thing number 1 is, okay, let me make the bracket here. Thing number 1 is this A. What is this? This change the range. If some A is written here, then the range of the trigonometric function means range of y change. If B is there, that means with the help of A, we change the range. With the help of B, we change the period. Clear? Period. So what range is doing, that we will study in the next slide, no problem. And what this is period. And C, this is called the, because of this, we shift the curve. Shift the curve left oblique right. So what A is doing? Changing range. What B is doing? Changing period. What C is doing? Shifting the curve left or right. Range means this. This is changing. Okay. Period means this is changing. Clear? Or shifting means either this side is shifting or this side is shifting. These are the three things we are going to study in the properties of y is equal to a sine bx plus c and a cosine bx plus c. Clear? So three things, on the basis of three things, if y is equal to a sine bx plus c is there and y is equal to a cosine bx plus c is there. What is there? The first thing is the range is minus a to a. This is the first thing. B, period. Period is 2 pi upon b. And third one is phase shift. Phase shift is minus c upon b. Clear? If phase shift is coming negative, so it will shift to left. Phase shift is coming positive, it is shifting towards right. Phase shift means shifting this side or this side, left or right. Clear? This is. So these are the three things. Okay. Then fourth, one more thing is there. If you want to draw the graph of one cycle, if we want to find. So if you remember, we always in sine and cos, we start the graph between 0 to 2 pi. If you are thinking here x, this is y, this is 0 and this is 2 pi. So how we are drawing? It is like this one. This is 0 to 2 pi. It is for sin x. And for cosine x, how we draw it? It is x and we draw it like this one. This is also 2 pi, 0 to 2 pi. Clear? So we are drawing the graph between 0 to 2 pi. This is standard form. Clear? But if A, B, C's are there, then what is the length of the graph? Means where the graph is starting. Look, here sine graph is starting at 0, but cosine the graph is starting at 1. But where the graph of sin x and cosine x will start? If there is a phase shift. If phase shift is 0, it will start at the same place. Clear? But if there is a phase shift, then what point it will start? It will start minus c upon b, and where it will be end? Minus c upon b plus period 2 pi upon b. This you need to remember. This is the starting point. And this is the end point. While we are preparing our graph. Okay. So now we will start one by one and we will try to understand what is the difference in these three cases. So we will take one by one. Clear? And case 1. Please try to understand. Case 1, we are taking y is equal to a sin x and y is equal to not b, it is a cosine x. A cosine x. If a is there, clear. So what we are changing? Because of a, the range changed. So now previously the range was minus 1 to 1. Now the range is minus a to a. Clear? So we will learn it with the example. So we are taking the three graphs. Y is equal to sin x. Y is equal to sin x means this is x-axis. This is y. Graph will start here and it will go here. This is 0. This is 2 pi. And because we are talking about range, this is 1 and this is minus 1. Okay. Now another graph I'm taking here. Y is equal to twice of sin x. Here the range is minus 1 to 1. Range is minus 1 to 1 because the value of a is 1. So maximum value is 1, minimum value is minus 1. But here the value is 2. So what will be the range? It will be minus 2 to 2. Okay. So minus 2 to 2 means what change you will notice? You will notice, look, here the value is going up to 2. So here the minimum value is minus 2. So this is what a is changing. A is expanding the function. A expand its thickness. Clear? So this value is changing. Another graph, if I tell you y is equal to, let us say on one cycle I will make y is equal to sin x, y is equal to 3 sin x and y is equal to 1 upon 2 sin x. Clear? Now see what is the difference. This is x, this is y. What is the range here? Minus 1 to 1. What is the range here? Minus 3 to 3. What is the range here? Minus 1 upon 2 to 1 upon 2. Clear? Now if you will see One graph is this one. One graph is this one. And one graph is this one. What is this? This is 1 upon 2. What is this? This is 1 and this is 3. Here is minus 1 upon 2. Here is minus 1 and here is minus 3. So the period is same. Period is no change. This is 0, this is pi, this is 2 pi. This is one cycle, 2 pi period. Clear? Period is no change. Length is same. Only it expand. If it is less than 1 by 2, so here is 1, it is coming down. This height is 1 by 2, this height is 1, this height is 3. This is the difference only. Clear? So if A is there, the range of the trigonometric function changing. Clear? So because of A, the range is changing. Now we will learn case 2 is y is equal to sine bx, y is equal to cos bx. Then because of B, what is changing? Because of B, the period of y changed. What is the period initially? 2 pi. But now because of B, the period changing. Now the period is 2 pi. Period is 2 pi means it is if I'm taking y is equal to sine x, so this is x, this is y, and if this is period 2 pi. Clear? So if this value after simplification we are getting value more than 2 pi. So the graph will expand. If we are getting less value, graph will contract. Okay, so the period means there is a, you can say, period do two things, expand or contract. Expand means it is like this one. Contract means it is like this one. Small. Clear? Previously length is 2 pi. Now because of 2 pi upon B, there may be an expansion, there may be a contract. Clear? Expansion is generally when B is less than 1. And contraction is generally when B is greater than 1. If B is greater than 1 means the value will be less. B is less than 1 means value will be more. Okay. So this is with the help of this one. So we will learn this with the help of y is equal to sine 2x and y is equal to sine 4x. What is the difference between these two? Clear? If you see in both the cases, here the period is 2 pi upon b. What is the value of period 2 pi upon b? 2 pi upon b means 2 pi upon 2. 2 is cancelled. So the period of the sine 2x is pi. While the period is 2 pi upon b and here is the value of b is 4. 2 times 1 is 2. 2 times 2 is 4. So the answer is pi upon 2. Clear? So if I, and one more question, let us take sine x, and the period of sine x is, it is 2 pi. 2 pi upon value of b is 1 here because no value, so it is 2 pi. Okay, so what we are going to see here, please see the difference. If b is there, what will be the difference in the output? This is x-axis, this is y-axis. Look, here is pi upon 2, this is pi, this is 3 pi upon 2 and this is 2 pi. So first I am making the graph of sine x. And what is the graph of sine x? Look, here 1, 1, 1. That means in all the three cases, the range is -1 to 1. Range is not changed. Range is same because the value of A is 1, 1 and 1. So -1 to 1. Range is not changed. So the height will remain same. Look. This is. What is this? This is 1 and this is -1. This is sin x. Okay, 0 to 2 pi. But now here it is 4x pi by 2. First we'll take sin 2x pi. Okay, now here is pi. So now the graph will be in between these two values. What is the half of 2 pi? It is pi. But what is half of pi? It is pi upon 2. So the graph here will be like this one. Wait. It will be like this one because height and depth will be same. Or I will tell you this with a different color. You can notice more clearly. It will be like this one. This is going up, coming down. This is coming down. This is going, and this is. What is this red? Red is sin 2x. This is. Look, the period is less. So previously the length of cycle was 2 pi, but now the length of cycle is pi only. Length of cycle changing. Length of cycle is pi because period is changing. Period always shorten or expand the length of the cycle. Okay, and the third one is pi by 2, and we will take the blue color here, and pi by 2. Pi by 2 half is pi upon 4. Clear? Half is pi upon 4. Pi by 2. So we will start here, going up, going up. Height will remain same. Coming down, coming down. This is. This blue is sin 4x. This is the difference. Now you see 2 pi length. It is sin x. Pi length. It is sin 2x. Now only pi by 2 length. Here pi by 2. This. Clear? This is sin 4x. So what B is changing? B is changing the period. Clear? B is changing the period of the given function. This is with the help of B. Now we'll move to the last point, and that point is C. Case 3. Case 3, we will take y is equal to sin x plus c, maybe plus minus, that doesn't make any difference, and cos x plus c. What c is changing? Because of c, there is a phase shift. Phase shift. Now phase is shifting, means starting and end point is shifting. Phase shifting. Phase shifting means shift left oblique right. Either the graph will shift left side, the same to same graph, or the graph will shift to the right side. This is the case. Okay. So what is the phase shift here? Phase shift here is minus c upon b. So if I take the graph, look, y is equal to sin x. Sin x means sin x plus 0. So c is 0. So what is the phase shift? Phase shift is minus 0 upon 1 because the value of b is 1 here. So this is 0. So what is the cycle? Cycle of Why? It will start at minus c upon b and end at minus c upon b plus 2 pi upon b. This is, and minus c upon b is 0, 0 plus 2 pi upon 1. Okay, so it will be 0 to 2 pi. This is the cycle. Y is equal to sin x. So what is the graph of sin x that we are learning? It will start at 0 and it will end at 2 pi. Thus it will remain like this one. Clear? Means it will start here going up, then this, then this. This is the graph. But starting point is 0 always and end point is 2 pi always. This is about one cycle. Rest cycle will repeat the same. Okay, but if there is some value, look, if I take example y is equal to sine x plus pi by 2, x plus pi by 2, what will change in the answer of the question? Clear? Y is equal to x plus sine pi by 2. So what is the value of b here? The value of b here is 1 into x. And what is the value of c? It is pi upon 2. Clear? So what is the phase shift? Phase shift is minus c upon b. Minus c is how much? Pi upon 2. And b is how much? Minus 1. So the phase shift is minus pi upon 2. Phase shift is minus pi upon 2. Okay. So if this is the thing, then what will be the length of cycle? Length of cycle is minus c upon b starting point, c upon b plus 2 pi upon b end point. It will be minus c upon b is minus pi upon 2, comma, minus pi upon 2 plus 2 pi upon 1. So it will be minus pi upon 2, and if you will simplify this, it will be 3 pi upon 2. So what happened in the question? Look, y is equal to sin x. We will compare with the y is equal to sin x. So I will make the black with y is equal to sin x. This is y is equal to sin x. Look, this is 0, this is pi, this is 2 pi. Now we are going to shift it by minus pi upon 2 because period is minus pi upon 2. This is pi, so this is minus pi. This is minus pi by upon 2. Now the graph will start with minus pi upon 2. Graph will not start like this one. This starting point will shift here. Clear? So how the graph will be? Now because only pi by 2 is shifting, so the graph will end here. This is 3 pi upon 2. And if we subtract pi upon 2, so this is pi upon 2. So the graph will be look like this, or we can make it little more beautiful. This is this and this is this. This is the graph. This black is the graph of sin x and this red is the graph of sin x plus pi upon 2. Because minus pi upon 2, it's shifting left, minus pi upon 2. If this value is negative, if by chance we are taking this value negative, then it will shift towards that. I will explain you in the next question. If we are taking, let us say y is equal to cos x minus pi upon 2. We will take this time cos because you will say all sine examples I'm taking. Cos x minus pi upon 2. So what is the value of b? The value of b is 1. Value of c, it is minus pi upon 2. Clear? Value c is minus pi upon 2. So what is the phase shift? phase shift is minus c upon b minus value of c is minus pi upon 2 upon 1. Now this minus minus cancelled, so phase shift is pi upon 2. Now if we want to find length of one cycle, it is minus c upon b minus c upon b plus 2 pi upon b. So it will be minus c upon b, the value is pi upon 2. So pi upon 2 plus 2 pi upon 1. It is pi upon 2. And if you will add these pi upon 2 plus 2 pi, clear? It will be 5 pi upon 2. Okay. So first we will draw the graph of cosine x. This is x and this is y. Clear? This is 1 and this is 2 pi here. This is pi upon 2. This is 3 pi upon 2. And the graph will come down like this one. Like this. It is little, I have taken more height. So it will be like this is 2 pi and this is value is 1, this value is minus 1. Clear? Now this is pi upon 2, this is 3 pi upon 2 and this is pi. Now we are shifting this curve. Let us take red. Clear? Now here the graph will start at pi upon 2. So the graph is not going to start here. No, graph will start here like this one. So what we are going to do? It will move like this one. This. Here the graph is starting at pi upon 2. You can see here. And ending at how much? It is 5 pi upon 2. This is the difference only. It's shifting this side pi upon 2. That's all. This is about the phase shift. Okay. Now I have explained you all the three things. Now we will take some questions from the book and try to solve what is the final solution in the questions. Okay. So please remember while solving questions, so what is the interval they have given? If they have given 2 pi, so you need to draw the graph in 2 pi interval only. Okay. So if you changing, the first question comes here is example question number 1. Our page, I am taking from exercise page 77. This is y is equal to minus cosine x. Minus cosine x. Minus cosine x means what? Whatever the value we are getting, all values are changing. Positive changing negative and negative changing positive. So if what is the graph of, first we will draw the graph of cosine x to learn it. So the graph of cosine x is this one. This is 2 pi. This is 0. Because we need to draw the graph between 0 to 2 pi interval. So this is the graph. This is the graph of cosine x. But if you want to draw the graph of minus cosine x, so it is only you need to take the up is down, down is up, because we are multiplying negative. So here the value is positive. If you will multiply the positive by a negative, so it's changing into negative. Okay. So you need to just think about it, that when it is becoming positive and negative. Now here it is started at 1. Now here it will started at minus 1. This is because on this board it is very slippery. I am making the graph. Yes, this is. This is same to same graph, only its position, direction changing. Here it was coming down, here it is going up. Clear? Little coming more down. Oh, that you need to look here is. Yes, we need to stop at. This is perfect. Okay, so this is minus. Here it is starting at 1, ending at 1. Here it is starting at -1, ending at -1. This is the. Here the minimum value is -1. Here the maximum value is 1. Okay, so it is opposite. Similarly, you can draw for the cosine sin x also. This is the graph of. Okay. Now one more thing. Please learn this. This is example number 2. Y is equal to 1 plus sin x. This is the graph. What this 1 is there? This 1 is whatever the value of sin x we are getting. This 1 is plus 1. Means it is changing the range. If somebody asks you what is this? Clear? So if in place of explaining the example, I can explain you one case number 4. It is y is equal to d plus sin x and y is equal to d plus cosine x. What is this? The shifting curve, or you can say shifting graph up or down. If d is negative, then it is coming down. If d is positive, it is going up. But d is changing the range also. What d is doing? D is changing the range also. -1 plus d and 1 plus d. This is the range of the function. If d is there, d is negative means it will come down. D is positive, it will go up. Please remember this. Clear? So d means if d is there, so please remember this. This is x-axis, this is y-axis. Clear? If this is d, okay, d is negative means you need to make another axis. This is minus d, and you need to make another axis is plus d. Clear? And make the, here the graph is like this, here make the graph like this, here make the graph like this. This is, you need to draw the graph on the line D. Okay, this you need to remember. That we will learn from this example, and the example is y equals to 1 plus sin x. 1 plus sin x. Clear? So if you see what is the range of sin x? Range of sin x is -1 to 1. Range of sin x. Clear? But the range of 1 plus sin x is equal to -1 plus 1 and 1 plus 1. We are adding this value. This is d. You are adding this value. This one, this one. So -1 plus 1 is 0 and 1 plus 1 is 2. So the revised range is 0 to 2. That means now the graph on y-axis will lie between 0 to 2. And we will learn this here with this example. Look, this is what? X-axis. This is y-axis. Now, if you see, here is -1. Here is 1. And let us make 2 also. Clear? So the graph of sin x, no change, because graph of sin x is there. Only its position is changing. 1 plus. So you need to, 1 plus means you need to plus 1, up 1. So up 1 means you need to make 1 axis here, like this one. This is D is 1. So you need to make axis here. And here, look, the graph will lie between these two values. Please remember, the graph will lie between these two values, 0 and 2, because it is starting at 0. Clear? So the graph minimum value is 0, maximum value is 2. So the graph will start here now. Sorry. Graph will start here. It will go up, coming down, touch here. This is period is no change. Period is 2 pi. Only the position is changing, shifting up as D is equal to plus 1. Please remember, since D is equal to plus 1, so the graph is shifting above. And if D is negative, let us take one negative question. 2 minus, no, this is 2 is positive. There is no minus 2. There is nothing like 2. Oh, minus 2. Okay, no problem. We will take one question. This is example is equal to y is equal to sine x minus 2. This is not x minus 2. This is sine x minus 2. Sine x minus 2 means what it is here. What was the range of sine x? Range of sine x is equal to minus 1 to 1. But the range of sine x minus 2 is equal to, what is the value of d? The value of d is minus 2. The value of d is minus 2. So you need to do minus 1 plus d and 1 plus d. And the value of d is minus 2. So minus 1, minus 2, 1, minus 2. So it is minus 1 minus 2 is minus 3 and 1 minus 2 it is minus 1. So the range of sine x minus 2 is minus 3 to minus 1. And look, my dear friends, this is x-axis and this is this is only with this online class I did not learn how to draw this straight line. This is very difficult. No problem. This is now this 0, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. We are making negative. Previously the graph was making about this line. Now it is minus 2. Minus 2 means here. This is clear. And amplitude is always plus 1 above, plus 1 down. You can see any graph. Clear. It is going 1 above only. This is going 1 above. Why? Because the range of the multiplication of 1 here only. So it will go up to this line only, then coming this line only. This is between 0 to 2 pi. And if you want to more big, little big, then you can do it this one, or you can take it more beautiful. This is 0, this is pi, this is 2 pi, because range and any other thing is not changed. This is minus 1 maximum value and minimum value is minus 3. So the graph lies between these two values. Similarly, we can make other graphs also. You need to learn how to find the range, how to find the phase shift, how to find the domain with the help of these formulas. Okay, if you have any question, please write to me in chat box. Thank you very much.